or whatever channel that all these preachers come on. We may not watch the podcast, we may not watch their live videos, but I promise you, you know the people when you see them. You know their faces when they come across the TV. You know it when you hear their name. And guess what? Them same people got to fight too. Them same people got problems too. They may not all have financial problems like we might have. They might not all be struggling to pay their bills like we are, but they got other problems. They got other problems. I tell people all the time when I used to work at my last job before we got here, and over there where I was working at, they had, most people over there, they were wealthy. They had money. And so I remember one of my residents told me, she said, Charmaine, I would rather have my health back than have all this money. And I said, and I'm listening to her, I'm like, wow, that's something. People would rather have their health back instead of money. And we down here, we got good health and we want the money. And that crazy? And I heard Pastor Moon say the other day, I don't need the money, I just need the situation done. I just need the situation handled. I just need the bills paid. I don't have to have the money in my pocket. As long as I got my bills paid, I'm straight. I don't need the money in my pocket. Because me, I'm the type of person that if I hold money in my pocket all day, something is going to make me stop and spend some money. You know why? Because I like to eat. I love food, and food loves me. We're friends. We best friends. And so when I'm driving and I'm riding and I see something, I'm like, oh man. When I leave work, I said, man, look at Captain D's. I remember we ain't had no Captain D's in Buford, man. Captain D's used to be the bomb. Then they take Captain D's. I bet you I can eat Captain D's now anytime I want to stop. See that? See that? Money will burn your pocket. Any Brother Darius. Money will burn your pocket. We don't have a little change in our pocket. I don't care if I got $3 in my pocket, McDonald's is getting my $3 on my way to work. And I'm going to get the same thing because I know how much it's going to be. It'll be $2.58. Uh-oh. So McDonald's is going to get that $3. Why? Because I got the $3 in my pocket. I can't even stay focused with the little bit of change in my pocket. So now I'm like, man, I remember when I wanted to go to Savannah and go to Popeyes. Because Popeyes got some good rice, man, and that rice be the bomb. That chicken be good. Yes. It don't be greasy. They got the best corn on the cob. So when I go on Rivers Avenue, I say, look at Popeyes. I might as well go to Popeyes. Look at it, I can't even stay focused for 10 minutes. All it takes is a restaurant that just make me go off to the left. And just all it takes is for some food that make me go off to the right. Or all they gotta do is say, man, I ain't been on Amazon in a minute. As soon as I get on my phone, go on Amazon, little icon right on my phone. I'm like, well, I might as well just go ahead and see what Amazon got going on today because, you know, hey, ain't nothing like Amazon. Then Darius gonna come in the room the other day talking, Mama, I got something better than Amazon. I said, nothing can be better than Amazon. Like I'm a representative for Amazon. I'm like, nothing can be better than Amazon. So he was just scrolling through the thing. I ain't even never look because I'm like, I'm not going to be deterred from Amazon. Nobody's going to make me stop shopping on Amazon. And not too long after I had been talking to Bub, I was on my laptop trying to find a pair of shoes to go with this thing I got coming in the mail. And I'm like, I'm really easily distracted by stuff. And people have to understand that that's how quick the enemy will come and distract us from the things that we're supposed to be focused on. And guess what I'm supposed to be doing? I'm supposed to be getting our notes together for our next GCA meeting. But Amazon, they called me first. Amazon was calling me, so I'm like, okay, I'll tell Darius later to help me set this thing up. You say? I'll tell Darius to help me later to set this thing up. I just need to fix this right here first. And I just want y'all to know it's Sunday and I ain't get them notes together yet. Know what I'm saying? That's how easily we're distracted. People can say, oh, she must have not gone off in left field. No, I'm just giving you examples of how easily we can lose focus. How easily we can lose focus with little things. Little things will make us get off track. Little situations will make us veer off to the left and veer off to the right. All it takes is for somebody to bother our family member or bother our children and we get off track real quick. Instead of we don't understand that the vengeance is not ours, but it belongs to God. Instead of we don't stop looking at Facebook where everybody's saying little subliminal posts that we're looking and saying, oh, they must be talking about me. Okay, I got something for them. And we done pick our phone up and by the time we done text it and hit send, And we say, nah, you know what? I shouldn't have even said that. I shouldn't even post that. But it's too late. You done post it now. And I don't care if 2 seconds after you post it, you go back and delete it. It's already out there now. It's already out there now. Amen. And guess what? The crazy thing is people be looking for things like that happen. And guess what they do? Screenshot, because I'm one of those people. I'm one of those people. I'll screenshot it in a minute. Me too. Yes, I would. Yes, I would. So we don't have to be distracted by what the posts are on Facebook. Oh, and I always had Pastor Moon say this thing, and I always used to say, he makes sense a little bit. And I thought about this thing the other day. And he said, just because they talking and they might be calling my name, that don't mean they talking to me. Amen. That don't mean they talking to me, because you talking to me when we're face to face and we're having a conversation. Right. It could be another Charmaine Moon. That could be the one you probably talk to. And that's how we have to think. No matter what we might see, because some of us just really just need to turn Facebook off for a while. Some of us just need to cut it off. Cut it off. If you feel like you got to be on Facebook every 5 minutes, every 6 minutes, if you feel like you got to be on Facebook every day, you got a problem. And I remember when Facebook first came out, I had a problem. Because I be done going to sleep on Facebook. As soon as I turn over in the morning time, I pick my phone up. I cut my phone right on. I don't even get out of bed good, and I'm right here scrolling, making me running late for work now. And all it takes is for something to say, new news feed. I hit the thing and refresh, and you start right back all over again. So when Facebook first came out, I had a problem. Because I was on there. I might not have been liking everything, but I was on there. I was reading it. And then some of them things I be reading, I'm like, I know who they talking about. Look at they putting up all them things up there. Look at they talking about so and so. Yeah, that's how I was on there. But that's how easily the enemy will distract us. And what we have to understand is we cannot be easily moved on this walk. I used to hear people say all the time, I got somebody. I used to hear people say all the time, put the mic to my mouth. Is that what you're saying, Apostle?
Yes, ma'am. You have to have good sound for the recording.
I used to hear people say all the time. That's what made me lose my train of thought. We just got to learn how not to be easily moved on this walk. But I used to hear people tell us all the time, run this race with patience. Well, we got to run this race with patience. We can't be in a rush to get somewhere. We can't be in a rush to be in the forefront. We can't be in a rush to be in the pulpit. We can't be in a rush to have a ministry. You can't be in a rush to do everything. Take your time. Take your time on this walk. Take your time and stay focused. Because when we rush out there to go and do a thing, and guess what, and then it don't work out, we'll be done go out there and rush and say, oh, God told me to go and set up a church. Sometimes people go set up mad ministries. They go set up mad churches. They left their church mad, and now I'm going to start my own church. They made me mad anyway. Same thing they do, and I can go do it too. Same word they preaching, I can preach it too. Same Bible they using, I can use it too.
But can you?
Then they go and start a bad ministry. And now we up here, we preaching, and every time we preach, we making reference to our former ministry. We're making a reference to the things that took place in our former church. And guess what? You're now sowing seeds of discord. Because now that you're sowing seeds of discord, whenever the people do see anybody from your former church, because you can best believe they know what church they used to be in, guess what? They're going to act funny when they see the people. Why? Because they say, oh, my pastor say they ain't no good. My pastor say that they be talking about people. My pastor say. Yeah, people go start mad ministries. And when they start mad ministries, guess what? They go and they have revivals. And you already know they upset with you because guess what? They'll never invite you to their church. Petty, ain't it?
Yep.
That's petty. That just letting you know people are not focused. They're not focused on what it's about. It's not about you. But it's about this word of God that we're supposed to be upholding. So go ahead, start your mad ministries and we'll see how long it lasts. Because there are some people that go and they start the mad ministries and they go out there and they be running. And they be like, man, I thought the people was going to stick with me. I thought it was going to stay. And we look around again, it's just you in there. And you looking like, oh, where everybody went? The people ain't going to be mad all day long with you. The people don't want to hear that negativity all day. Some people honestly really do come to church to get their spirit fed. Some people really do want to hear the word of God.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to hear a preacher getting up preaching about other preachers all day long. That's just the truth. Nobody wants to be in church and hear you throwing off on other people all day long. Nobody wants to sit in church and hear you talking about people across the pulpit. Nobody wants to hear that. I just want to hear the word of God. And I'm just as crazy. I'll be the one to look at my husband and I'll say, no, you know I'm not saying it here not a nary another minute. Let's go.
Not a nary another.
Why? Because I don't want to be, you don't have to stay in that kind of atmosphere. You don't have to stay. You do not have to stay. You do not, Facebook, you do not have to stay in an environment where you feel like you're not being fed. In an environment where you feel like your spirit man is not being quenched. When you feel like, man, it gotta be more to it than this. You do not have to stay.
That's right.
You are not bound to stay anywhere. No, let me tell y'all this. Nobody is bound to True Foundation Outreach Ministry. Not even my children. They bound to us until they get of age. Because who would take them to another church? Not me. I know Pastor Mooney about to get in his car and carry them to another church so they can sit in another church. But when they get of age and they got their own transportation and they decide, well, I want to go to somebody else's church. I've been with my mom and dad long enough. I'm going to go someplace else. You think I'm going to say, oh no, you my children, so you have to stay here. No, I'm not going to say that. Youth Minister Moon has been our musician from day one. And if he decides that he say, man, I'm tired of playing with my mom and daddy. They always got something going on. They always fussing about something. Mama always got to have the music in a certain way. Man, I'm going to play with somebody else's church. If he decide that, y'all think I'm going to say, Doc, well, no, you cannot go. You better stay right here because you my child. And you going to be in this church. How that sound? Sound controlling, don't it? Sound manipulating, don't it?
Yep.
There are some people that are just like that. There are some people that are just like that. And guess what, people? You don't have to stay. You're not bound. You're not bound to no church. You're not bound to no ministry. I don't care how it seems. And I'm gonna say this because I'm done. I'm gonna say this. Yeah, I'm gonna say it. If you feel like you in a ministry, you're not growing, but your money always leaving your pocket, you home struggling, you can't make none of your bills, but every time you turn around, you go to church, you giving all your money to the church. Let me tell you something. You are in a mess. You are in a mess. I'm telling you right now, you don't have to stay. Get out. Sometimes God sends messages like this so people can look and be on the outside of the box and see what's really going on.
Amen.
Because if you're inside a situation, you can't really see what's going on. You can't really see it. Why? Because you're really truly blind. And sometimes God has to send messages like this so we can have a moment of clarity and say, wait a minute now. They living it up. They got 2 and 3 cars. And I got to call Uber every time I want to go somewhere. I got to get the lift every time I want to go somewhere. I got to catch a bus every time I want to go somewhere. When I call them and say, well, I know you and Pastor driving the other 2 cars. Is it okay if I drive one of the cars? I got to take them to an appointment. Oh, no, baby. We don't let people drive our cars like that. You better get out of there. You better get out of there. If every time you about to pay your bills and you look and your account in the negative, but your account is in the positive all the time in church and it's negative home, you better get out of there. If you feel like every time you want to go visit somebody else's church, or you just say, well, we ain't got no service tonight, and out of respect you call your pastors and you say, well, I'm going to go visit so-and-so tonight. You better not go visit them other churches because you don't know if them people got this going on and that going on over there. Don't go in them other people's church. You better get out of that church. That's the spirit of manipulation. You're controlling the people.
That's right.
You know what it is? In layman's term, it's witchcraft.
Yep.
That's witchcraft. Get out of there. You don't have to stay. Get yourself into a church where you're going to be fed. Get yourself into a church where you're going to be uplifted. Get yourself into a church where you're going to be going forward. Get yourself into a church where you're going to hear correction. Get yourself in a church where you're going to get some discipline. Get yourself in a church where somebody's going to be leading you the right way. And even if you're in a church and nobody never says anything to you about the things that they know that you're doing, they don't really love you. They don't. Because the Bible says, he chastens those that he loves. So if correction is coming, Because you out there doing things you ain't got no business doing. Stop getting mad because correction coming. You want to be in sin? And then you'll be the first one, and when you leave the church, you turn around and say, and they know I was out there doing this and that, and they never said a word. Every time somebody says something to you, you're mad about it. Every time somebody mentions something to you, you upset. Every time somebody mentions something to you, you want to leave the church. But guess what? I'm going to preach the word. I'm going to preach it in season and out of season. Yeah. I'm going to tell you when you're right and when you're wrong. I don't care if it's my husband down to my children. I don't care if it's the people in the church. If they don't want to hear it, it's okay. As long as I've said what God has told me to say, as long as I do what God has told me to do, that's it. I'm not going to do nothing more, nothing less. I'm going to do what God has called me to do. So I say to everybody on today, stay focused. Stay focused. Keep your eyes on the prize. Keep your eyes on the lily of the valley and the bright and morning star. Y'all pray my continuity in the Lord.
Amen, amen, amen. Come on, let's give it up one more time for Pastor Moon. Letting us know that we got to stay focused. It's definitely a true thing. And focus is not always an easy thing to maintain, but it's a blessing when we can maintain focus. And you have to. If you plan on making it, you better maintain focus, because everything around us is trying to distract us. Everything is trying to pull your attention away from God. All the things that are happening in society today are trying to pull our attention away from God. All the things that are happening in government, all things that are happening in the world, all things that are happening on social media. You got more people talking about Trump and R. Kelly than they talking about God. That's a problem.
Yeah, it is.
That's a problem. You know more about what's going on behind doors, closed doors with R. Kelly and all these women than you know what's going on in the closed doors of your Bible.
Yeah, it is.
That's a problem. That's a problem. We wonder why we're struggling, because our spirit man is too weak. Our spirit man is not being fed. Our flesh is constantly being fed, but our spirit man is starving and anorexic because we're not taking time out to feed our spirit man. We're not taking time out to give our spirit man what it needs to stay focused. See, we can have a life, but your life needs to be centered around Christ. It's okay to have friends. It's okay. You know, you got to go to work. You got to be of this world. It's okay to build relationships with people as long as you already have a foundational relationship with God. And so you got to realize that things are coming to sift us.
Yeah, it is.
Sifting is a slow process. It's not a shoving. It's not a kicking. It's not a pushing. It's an easing. It's an easing out of God's will. To where, you know, it's that doze off, and before you know it, you're on a soft shoulder and you're bumping a little bit, but sometimes that ain't enough to wake you up. Before you know it, you up in the ditch somewhere, wrapped around a tree with medical professionals in your face. You trying to figure out what happened. Lost your focus. We are so easily losing our focus because our focus is under attack.
Yep.
We have to realize that this is not one of those things where the enemy's trying to tap on you and suggest. He's bringing just what you like to the table. You know, when your mama cooked that favorite meal and got that favorite dessert, you tell all your friends that you were so hard pressed to be with. I gotta go home. I gotta go home. Mama done made the chocolate cake. She done made the lasagna with the extra cheese. She done made that good collard greens and that real buttery cornbread. And the enemy knows what you like. Whatever it is you like, he knows what you like. He know how to stroke your ego and cater to your little fleshly desires. It seems like don't nobody want to offer you food till fast day. Don't nobody want to buy your lunch.
I tell you.
Don't nobody want to bring in a potluck nothing, but they always want to do it on the fast day. Somebody always want to bless you. Let me bless you. I just feel like blessing you.